Well, this is an interesting event, and I really, really appreciate Stephen putting it together, because this is not about a vendor. I mean, vendor sponsored it, right? And we're helping out, and we want everybody to, we want to help the community. But it's, this is really a community-focused event, a community-sponsored event. This is technologists talking to technologists, being able to bring these guys from all over the world, right? From Australia, from Europe, everywhere.
Yep.
Come in, hands-on demos, technologist to technologist.
If you were watching the Twitter hashtag TechFieldDay today, it was, people were raving and asking really good questions, and there was really nice discussion from outside. There were all of the bloggers who are here, which is, it's 15?
15 of them, I think.
And plus Stephen Foskett, obviously, who organized this through Gestalt IT. And then there were all the bloggers and tweeters just around the world watching TechFieldDay on Twitter and throwing their questions in.
Today was a fantastic day. We had some really bright folks in here mixing with our some of our top engineers.
Yeah, it's the first day at the moment, lunchtime. We've had a couple of great sessions this morning from MDS and Seago. Really informative.
For the most part, our whole goal is to make sure that people know that there's options out there for all the different virtualization platforms that they're supposed to be utilizing. And our goal was to make sure that they do know that this product exists. And
it was a lot of fun, actually. It's just like talking to customers. We get into technical customers, larger data centers, people with complex problems, and they got to have the answers, right? So you got to drill down and you got to figure out exactly what these products will do, what they won't do. You got to ask the hard questions and you got to answer them. If you can't answer them, then you shouldn't be in this business.
Good because we had bloggers with different backgrounds, different levels of interest, so we had different questions and conversations for people thinking about VMware, networks, storage, and really trying to think about how to solve the problem of managing storage more effectively. And so you got a lot of different viewpoints, a lot of different opinions. It was overall a great afternoon.
Well, we expected a lot of lively discussion. We would have been actually kind of disappointed if folks were sort of quiet. I think a lot of the debate was, well, how really are you different? How really are you more efficient? And hopefully some of that debate kind of stirred, some good tangible evidence.
It's really great to get, concentrated information. It's also good to be visiting the companies in their headquarters because you get more people from the company involved, and so you get a few more points of view. You also get a lot more depth in terms of the information, and so when there's a question, you can really go deep with people, and I find that very valuable.
It's really great to have the bloggers in here because of the fact that a lot of the readers for these bloggers are people who are solving real everyday problems in their lives, whether it's storage problems or it's virtualization problems. And I think these guys are very different from us doing, say, a press interview to an analyst and so on. When bloggers come in here, they have real live experiences that they've got with these problem sets. One of the things they've been doing here is interacting with some of our key technical people, our VP of products, our engineers, our CTO, and I think that exchange, it's really great to see how detailed their understanding of the storage problems in the storage environment is. And in turn, I think it's great for them to be able to interact with people who also have a deep understanding of our technology, how we're solving these problems. And the interaction has been just wonderful, I think.
We're not an awkward crowd when we go to these places, but we certainly don't give them an easy ride, and we'll ask whatever questions that we want to ask. And I think they've been very candid in their approach to us as well. They've not skirted around anything. There have been some things that are futures and that they can't talk to us about. That's fair enough, we expect that. But I'm expecting the things that I'm going to be able to write as a result of this event. I'm excited about them, so I think the people who follow my blog and what I say will be interested as well. It's a two-way thing. I've got a ton out of these people, and of course they're sponsoring this event, so they expect something in return. And it's not something that it will be a chore for me to write about. I'm actually, I'm gunning to do it. Can't wait to write it. So, yeah.
Usually when you go somewhere, it's just one company presenting, and usually they're trying to pitch something new, and you don't always have the chance to get to the people actually developing it, and you don't always find out the reasons why they made certain decisions into a new product. And this is different. They've got people here explaining their motivations, design choices. You can ask technical questions and you'll get a good answer that you as a technical person can work with, and it makes it easier to see why a product was placed in a certain area, or what the considerations were when they designed it, and that's really cool.
I was all over it really as an idea. I thought it was a fantastic idea. I met quite a lot of these guys and Stephen already at a previous event, and then when Stephen had the idea of putting this together with some of the smaller and dare I say more interesting vendors, then I thought it was a really good idea, an opportunity that I certainly couldn't pass up. I've had to take unpaid leave to be here, but no problems doing that whatsoever. Very well worth my time, worth the investment.
This has been such an incredibly successful event that we're already planning on Tech Field Day number 2, tentatively on the east coast of the US in March of 2010, so we'll see you there.